Sometimes I find myself on the verge of calling you only to stop myself. The desire is there, so strong that it almost hurts. But I can't help but wonder, are you waiting for me to make that call? Or are you waiting for me to stop wondering and just do it? I keep replaying all the times we've talked, how easy it is to slip into conversation with you, how your voice is a comfort to my soul. I want to call you so badly, but I'm afraid that I'll disrupt the flow or say the wrong thing. What would it be like if I just called you right now? Would you pick up? Would your voice bring that calm I'm seeking? Or would I just be left wondering if you're as desperate to hear from me as I am to hear from you? I sit here, my thoughts consumed with you, wondering if you feel this same longing, this same desire to reconnect. I want to call you to hear everything you've been thinking, but I can't bring myself to reach out. Maybe it's the fear of not knowing what comes next. There's an undeniable pull inside me, one that wants to reach out and call you. But then doubt creeps in. I'm afraid to disturb your peace, to interrupt your thoughts. I want to hear your voice, but I hesitate. I find myself caught between the urge to call you and the fear of overstepping boundaries. I want to hear your voice so badly, to feel that connection again, but I wonder if it's the right time. Are you thinking of me the way I'm thinking of you? The desire to call you grows stronger with each passing moment. I can hear your voice in my mind, replaying our past conversations, the way you always seem to know exactly what to say. I want to reach out, but the uncertainty keeps me on edge. I want to call you so badly, but I wonder if the timing is right. What if you're not in the right headspace? What if my call becomes an intrusion instead of a comfort? These thoughts swirl around in my mind, keeping me from dialing your number. Every fiber of my being wants to reach out to you, to call you and hear your voice. But I can't shake the feeling that there's something I'm missing, some unspoken thing that's keeping us apart. I want to connect, but I can't figure out how. I keep staring at my phone, wondering if I should call you. There's a part of me that wants to reach out, to share everything on my mind, but another part of me is holding back, unsure if you'll be open to it. Still, the urge to call is undeniable. There are moments when I can't help but feel the overwhelming urge to call you. I want to hear about your day, about everything that's been on your mind. But at the same time, I wonder if you feel the same way, or if I'm the only one longing for that connection. Every time I think about calling you, I imagine how it would feel to hear your voice again. There's a comfort in it, a peace I can't find anywhere else. But I wonder if the distance between us will be too great, if the words I want to say will come out the wrong way. I want to call you so badly, but I can't help but question if you're even ready to hear from me. I wonder if I'll be interrupting your thoughts, your space, or if you'll be as eager to talk as I am. I imagine all the things I want to say to you, the thoughts I want to share, but every time I go to make the call, doubt fills my mind. Will you understand me the way I hope you will, or will my words fall short of what I truly feel? The moments between us have felt so distant, and yet the longing to call you grows stronger each day. I want to hear your voice, to bridge this gap, but I wonder if it's too late, if the space between us has grown too wide. I sit here, my heart heavy with the thought of you. I want to call you, to reconnect, but fear holds me back. What if I say too much or not enough? What if you don't want to hear from me the way I need to speak to you? Sometimes I feel like the only thing that can calm this restlessness inside me is to call you. I want to hear your voice, to know that you're okay, but there's a part of me that's afraid. What if you're not ready to hear from me? I've thought about calling you so many times, but every time I get close, I wonder what the conversation will be like. Will it flow easily, or will the silence between us grow too loud? I want to take that step, but the uncertainty keeps me at bay. I want to call you, to reach out and share everything that's been building up inside me. But there's always that moment of hesitation, that fear that I'll say the wrong thing or that you won't feel the same way. Still, I can't stop thinking about calling you. There's this longing in me to connect, to hear from you, to feel like we're not so far apart. I want to call you, to let you know I'm thinking of you, but I wonder if you're ready for that kind of vulnerability from me. I find myself sitting here, phone in hand, unsure whether I should call you. My heart races at the thought, but my mind keeps asking if the time is right. I want to hear your voice, feel that comfort only you provide, but the fear of being too much holds me back. The silence around me feels overwhelming when all I want is to hear you speak. It's as though every passing second is a moment wasted, and the only thing I crave is to call you, to bridge the gap between us and hear your thoughts, just to feel close to you again. I can almost hear your laughter, feel the warmth of your presence, and yet I hesitate. My fingers hover over the call button, longing to hear your voice, but I can't help but wonder if you're thinking of me the same way I'm thinking of you. In this moment, I wish there were no barriers between us, no hesitation in my heart, no fear of vulnerability. All I want to do is pick up the phone, call you, and let you know how deeply I care. But somehow, I'm stuck in my thoughts, unsure of what will come next. I've spent the day wondering what it would be like to talk to you right now. I want to hear how your day has been, what's been on your mind, and just feel that connection again. But even as I think about it, I hesitate, unsure if you feel the same urgency to speak. It's like I can feel the weight of this silence, this space between us. Every passing minute makes me want to reach out, to call you and say everything I've been holding inside. But then the uncertainty creeps in, and I wonder if you're ready to hear it all. I've been staring at my phone, fingers trembling, wanting to dial your number. But as I pause, I realize that sometimes the longing itself is more intense than the actual conversation would be. Still, I want to call you so bad, if only to hear your voice again. There's something so comforting in the thought of hearing you speak, in the way your words always make things feel right. My heart aches for that connection, that closeness. But right now, I can only sit here and wonder, will you want to hear from me as badly as I want to call you? I keep imagining the sound of your voice, that familiar warmth that fills every space when we talk. I want to call you so badly, but I wonder if the words I'm about to say will truly capture everything I'm feeling right now. The desire to reach out to you, to hear your voice, is overwhelming. I keep wondering if you're as affected by this silence as I am. If you feel that same pull to connect. I want to call you, but the uncertainty of whether it's the right time holds me back. It's funny how sometimes the hardest thing to do is to simply reach out and call. I want to hear from you, to reconnect, but I don't know if you're waiting for me to make the first move. The thought of calling you, though, fills me with excitement and fear all at once. Every time I think about picking up the phone, my mind races with thoughts of what to say, what you might say back. The desire to hear your voice, to feel that connection again, is so strong. But still, I hesitate, unsure of how it will all unfold. The seconds feel like minutes, the minutes like hours, and I find myself waiting for the right moment to call you. I want to hear your voice, to know you're thinking of me, but I can't shake the feeling that maybe you're not waiting for me in the same way. There's something so vulnerable in wanting to hear from someone, so raw and honest. I want to call you, but the fear of overstepping, of saying too much, holds me back. Still, I can't deny that part of me is desperate to bridge this silence between us. Every fiber of my being wants to reach out, to call you, to hear you say everything is okay. But the hesitation lingers, as if my heart knows something my mind can't quite grasp. Will you be there on the other side of that call, ready to share your thoughts, your feelings? There's an ache in my chest that only your voice can soothe. I can't quite explain it, but the thought of calling you feels like the one thing that will bring me peace. Still, the fear of vulnerability keeps me from taking the leap. I keep imagining all the things I want to say to you, the thoughts I want to share, and yet I wonder if you would understand the weight behind them. I want to call you so bad, to finally put words to these feelings, but something inside me is holding back. Every time I think of calling you, I feel this rush of emotions, excitement, fear, longing. I want to hear your voice, to know you're there. But the question is, am I ready for the vulnerability that comes with that call? And are you? I can feel this pull to reach out to you, to call you, but it's like something inside me holds me back. I wonder if you ever feel the same, if you too are waiting for the other to make the first move.